tonight. Come on in and grab a drink. Talk about anything. Grab a cigar, just sit right down, all family here. Let's go! Welcome to the show. Drinks and Dave. Drinks and Dave. Welcome to the show.
Well, good evening, everybody, wherever you may be on this big planet. And while Dave finishes up his text messaging, we will listen to the music.
Playing a game. Hey there.
See, people are applauding for you playing the game.
I did good. Hey, Dave.
Good evening. How are you today?
I'm great. I'm trying to get into the habit of not saving good cigars till later.
Well, see, I found, speaking of cigars, that my daily cigar has always been the Quorum. But I found that Oliva has a inexpensive pack that you buy in cellophane, and it is called Flor de Oliva. And it is fantastic.
Are they long filler?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And just as cheap as your others?
They're about $10 more for a pack of 20.
Oh, okay.
Not too bad.
No
They're not too bad.
All
about
right.
$65, $65 for a pack of 20, which is not too bad.
Well,
Well, hello, Pantea, Tyler, Tiger Lily, Wonko, the Sane, Eric, and Major Rich. So far, we're there. There may be many
shadows yet.
Yeah, there may be many crickets during because we're going to try, because we had to miss last week because the lovely Pantea took Dave to a baseball game. Do you remember who they were playing? No.
Some other team, I think. I mean, from what I recall, there's two different colors.
Okay. Do you remember the colors of the other team?
They look like UPS guys. So it's brown.
Oh, so it was the San Diego Padres.
Yeah, that's something. Yeah.
But you did have a monstrous, humongous bat boy helmet of nachos.
Felt like nachos, right? With the fake cheese sauce. And
so it had the Rico stuff. Like you remember
got worked up about the guacamole.
Oh, let's not even go there. That wasn't guacamole. That was chunko avocado. That wasn't guacamole.
I see.
Guacamole is supposed to be.
I thought you were mad because they scraped it off on the side of the helmet.
Well, there was more than one issue.
Oh, I see.
The biggest issue was the fact that it was just glopped on there, and there was these big old chunks of avocado.
Yeah.
True guacamole is supposed to be mixed with onions and tomatoes, and it's supposed to be smooth. And then for those of us that are crazy, we mix cottage cheese into it, and it makes it even better.
But you wouldn't serve true guacamole in an upside down baseball helmet.
Sure I would.
Would you?
Yeah, absolutely. So it had the Rico's cheese sauce. Remember from the I don't know if you're old enough to remember when you'd go to a drive-in movie and they would have the popping coffee and it was boiling, and then they would say, and the newest taste sensation, nachos, and you'd see Rico and he'd go, see, he was the Rico nacho guy.
I remember that, but that stuff you get in a can.
And then you had beans on it, or no beans or beans. Okay, then beef of some type or a beef-like substance. Chicken.
Always chicken. No, because the beef is stringy and it's harder to chew. Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. I need to address two things. Cottage cheese, and that was just a question mark. So I appreciate Pantea for saying that. But then from my lovely wife, yuck, cottage cheese. Okay, when I was growing up, let
me sit back.
Yes, sit back. My mom would make guacamole in the traditional way, and you smash the avocado up, you add some garlic, some salt, some pepper, some tomatoes, some red onion, has to be red onion, and it's wonderful just like that. But to make it, because avocados ain't cheap, to make it spread out a little bit, you would add cottage cheese, and it would make it just try it. Try it sometime if you make your own.
Here's
guacamole.
where AI lets me down, and it'll be great once it's implanted in my brain because it's stuff you've mentioned this before. And when you say it, I think, okay, we need to try that. I want to try that. And then 2 minutes later, it's gone. Right? There needs to be a computerized list of this stuff, right? Or somebody mentions a TV show and you're like, oh, I want to see that. And
one word, Prevagen. The supplement Prevagen.
That makes you super smart all of a sudden?
It's brain stuff. I don't take it, but I see it on TV. Yeah. see now, okay, I need to tell Tig Lily something. See, Tig Lily Pantea is saying interesting. Not that she's committed to saying yuck or I won't like it, but interesting. Instead of just because Sharon will come by, and if I'm making the guacamole, it has cottage cheese in it. If she makes it doesn't. She'll come by, see exactly, and she'll come by and just go, huh? And it's
wait a minute, but cottage cheese has flavor.
It's wonderful. It's perfect.
No, wait, what's the thing you don't like the texture of that you won't eat?
Who, me?
Yes.
I'll eat anything.
No, there was something you say you hate the texture of.
I can't remember.
But yeah, I love cottage cheese straight up all by itself.
Oh,
just a little pepper on it.
All right. Thank you. Okay. So, and yes, Rich, Rotel does not get a hard no. Rotel is the easy way to do it. No, ricotta and guacamole probably would not do it. No, but what you were saying as far as I guess I do need to take Prevagen. It just went poof. What were we
Was it food or the
no. What you just said. Oh, that's it. Thank you, Tigley. Cottage cheese, salt, maybe some pepper. That's all you need. It enhances the guacamole. Okay, cottage cheese and peaches.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, cottage cheese and tomato.
Never tried it.
I don't like it. She likes it.
This is related to one of the biggest letdowns for me on this last cruise that we've taken, because I now have some cruise traditions, things that make me really just enjoy my time there. And one of them is every breakfast filling up a bowl of cottage cheese and adding grapes and watermelon cubes to it.
Okay.
All of a sudden,
see that.
No more cottage cheese. They didn't have it anywhere on the ship. The poor guy he tried. So I asked the guy, no more cottage cheese, hon. He said, no, I don't think we carried anymore. Let me check. Let me go find the head chef. And he took off from his station and went back somewhere, and then came back a few minutes later and said, I just want you to know I'm still trying to find the head chef. I'm like, no, it's not a big deal. And he said, no, somebody might ask me for it another day too. So
that's customer service.
Yeah. He never, I wasn't going to sit around. Breakfast is not a long meal. So I got up and ended up, I sat around even longer than I wanted to, waiting for him to come back, and never got the answer. But
the thing is, cottage cheese, a lot of people will say, oh, get the 2% cottage cheese or the skim. No, you need 4% full fat cottage cheese to make it delicious.
Large or small curd?
Small curd. It's got to be the small curd. The large curd, no, it just doesn't do it for me.
So I've never tried this. I'd be willing to try because it should enhance flavors, right? Have you tried it? You're shaking your head.
I don't like it.
Really?
So no, she loves it. But here's why I think she loves it. If you remember as a child having watermelon, when it had seeds, when it had the big black seeds in it, it tasted wonderful. But ever since they came out with watermelon that's seedless, it's got no flavor anymore. At least to me. At least we haven't found any. We went to a Chinese restaurant yesterday, and on the buffet, they had watermelon that looked beautiful. You put it in your mouth and it tasted like you just basically chewed a water balloon. It was terrible. Terrible.
Well, they don't have to clean the seeds up off the floor anymore, apparently.
Exactly. See, Pante and I agree.
If
the watermelon has flavor, why ruin it with salt? There's just
now you're just saying it doesn't have flavor anymore. Maybe you need salt.
Okay, but then you have salty water.
That's called brine.
So remember what we were talking about before the show? This is the most interaction that we've had in 134 episodes. And we haven't even talked about what the show's about yet. So I'm impressed.
Well, good, because there's not much to cover on that topic.
MSG works on watermelon too, but people look at you like you have two heads.
You know what? All I know about MSG is that they advertise Chinese restaurants that don't use MSG.
Right.
So I assume that it's bad, and that's all I know about it.
Well, MSG is what? Monosodium glutamate. Or in Chinese, mighty small something. So back to what we were talking. So what are you smoking tonight?
Oliva V Milanio.
Oh, wonderful cigar.
Yeah.
And as I said, I'm doing the Flor de Oliva. What are you drinking?
So what I'm drinking is also related to the cruise. I was sitting in the adults only coffee cafe, and two guys were talking and to this bartender and asked if they had Angel's Envy rye anywhere, straight rye. And then he said no. And he goes, "Oh, we want to do some serious drinking. If we go buy a bottle, are we allowed to bring it on the ship and give it to you, and then you can sell us drinks from it or something? Because you can't bring, hard alcohol on." And he, no. And I'm like, well, this stuff must be pretty good. So I looked up, and K&L had it. And so when I went there this last weekend, I went to go I couldn't find it. They had Caribbean rum cast finish Angel's Envy rye. When I hate rum cast finish anything, too sweet, tastes weird. And I said, no, look, it's right here on your app. And he said, yeah. And he goes, let me try to find it, and looks it up. And he goes, okay, it looks like the number we have is a full case, so it must be in the back. I said, well, could you get me a bottle? He said, okay. So he goes into the back, brings out this bottle, and it looked different than what was on the shelf, but I saw this rum cask finish on it. I'm like, what the? And I enlarged the picture on the app, and sure enough, in little tiny print, it said rum cask finish. So that's not what I wanted. So I went to Total Wine, and this is I guess this is the same stuff, but it's finished in French oak barrel. So it's Angel's Envy. You can't
Rye.
see stuff. Rye. Straight rye.
Well, and there is a person in this room, or in this virtual event we're having, that is a freak over rye.
Oh, really?
Yes. When we come to San Francisco, we'll have to tell you the story of the rye.
Oh,
because
well, so I got it.
Jack Daniels makes a good rye too.
And this is I don't like bourbon, but I like rye on a cake. This is a smooth rye, man. Yeah.
Rye is dangerous because I like rye too. But one of these days we'll have to have Chad, that guy, that real tall guy that we both know that we never see anymore. He knows a lot about ryes and stuff like that. But what are you drinking? Oh, you told me what I'm drinking.
Good Lord.
RC0 in this wonderful stainless steel tankard.
I keep forgetting to go to the store and look for that. I gave up.
Were those Oreos real?
Yes.
Okay, because if you noticed, our friend Steven, who is still packing for his cruise that goes in 3 weeks instead of being here with us, he might be here with us. He may not tell us. He said they were AI, and I said, I don't think so. I think they're real.
They are real. Yeah, they're what in fact, here, let me look at the picture. They are red.
It looks
white,
like a real picture, yeah.
Yeah, they're red, white, and blue filling, and they're firecracker pop flavor cream. But you had the red, white, and blue popsicles.
The old bomb pops is what we used to call them, right?
So the flavors of the filling are blue raspberry, lemon, and cherry flavor, and you eat it all together, and it tastes just like one of them.
Is it a chocolate?
Popsicles.
Is it a chocolate Oreo, or it's a
white cookie?
So how was it? It had to be super sweet.
Delicious.
Really?
It tasted just like you were sucking one of those pops. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I tried all the other ones that you've suggested. I've tried,
Yeah,
and
I wouldn't.
the crackly
Listen,
ones I didn't like.
listen. If I'm serious about anything, it's Oreos, right? We don't F around when we're talking about Oreos. Yeah.
Yeah, the ones that had the pop rocks in them.
Mm-hmm.
Which ones were those? I don't. Those were not too
The
good.
Coke.
The Coke ones, yeah.
Yeah.
I like. Have they made a Dr. Pepper one yet?
No, not that I've seen.
It's coming.
This PB, what are you drinking? Maybe this is your problem.
The show keeps freezing. Well, it is cold. It's only in the hundreds here.
Oh my gosh, dude! What is it? It's 56 here, Dave. Right now.
Yeah, that's been something that Tiglily has been asking about, and so I would imagine you'll probably see some type of. You remember that movie, The Thing, with Kurt Russell and the big muckluck coyote? Yeah, you may see that.
They'll be like, "Lady, you can only bring 2 carry-ons," and she goes, "This is what I'm wearing."
Yeah. Well, and see, that's it. We never could find the pistachio Oreos, and that's something we really wanted, but we never found them. They didn't carry them here at all.
Yeah, that's right. Why is that? So, like, I asked the dude stock in Safeway back when I was trying to get that RC0, and I said, the slot's always empty. There's a slot for it. And he said, yeah, they just never send it to us. And
that's what they said here.
Withhold.
And it's only Safeway. You go to Kroger, they've got cases and stacks everywhere.
Oh,
but you guys don't have Kroger in California.
No.
Right? But do they own another supermarket there that may be under the Kroger name? Smith's? Do you have Smith? Do you have Smith's?
No.
Oh, okay.
What do we have? Lucky's and Safeway.
Well, Lucky's is owned by Albertsons, I think, or it used to be. We used to have Lucky's here too. So maybe. I was going to say if we were driving, I could bring you some, but I don't think they'll let me bring it on a regional jet.
Sure, that's going to weigh down the plane.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you don't see anymore? It's not a prop plane, is it, that you're taking?
No. It's an RG. You know, the Embry Air regional jet. I think it's got 1 seat on one side and 2 seats on the other.
It's all first class.
Yeah, it's all first class. You know, and it's flown by the trainee pilots that just got out of flight school.
That's right. Yeah. Well, that's the first officer. The captain's been out for 6 months.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Is there a blackout for South Carolina? Yes. As a matter of fact, PB, we are so popular now that the
until they sell out the stadium.
Exactly, because we're just so popular. I mean, granted, our stadium only holds 12, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you having bad weather in South Carolina or? Well, he actually doesn't live in South Carolina. According to what I'm reading, he lives in Southern Carolina.
Southern.
Southern.
So you have dogs, Dave. Let me ask you something. That I've started wondering this now every time I go there. We go to the pet store to buy our cat food. They sell. They go both ways. They sell cat food and dog food.
Is it Petco or PetSmart or
PetSmart? Something. Yeah. I think that one. But there's always several people in there that bring their dogs, even very large ones, into the store.
Sure,
which they're allowed to. But I'm thinking, it's a store. The dog doesn't know that this is a pet food store. They just know that they're going into a store.
Wrong. Because if you notice where the toy, I mean, this is all psychological marketing. If you remember when you were a kid, they put the Lucky Charms, the Cocoa Puffs, and everything at eye level for like a 6-year-old. So they go up and they say, "Mommy, Daddy, I want the cereal." So the dog knows where the toys are at, and right when the dog walks in the door, boom.
But that's a whole nother ridiculousness, right? Because you can have tennis balls at home that are for playing tennis. But if it's pink or purple, all of a sudden it's a dog toy. So how does a dog know a stuffed animal in the pet store is a dog toy versus a stuffed animal at Target for a human?
I will send you a video Husky, of Kona and Leica walking into the store. And the problem is with Leica's got no filter or no couth. So she'll just grab something and start squeaking it. Or Kona would do, and then what do? You got spit all over it. You're going to have to buy it. But they know where the dog food's at. Like when we go to PetSmart and we get the dog food, because we feed our dogs part canned food, part delicious, nutritious food. And they know as soon as we walk in the door, they're at that food. Like, okay, that's for us. Dogs know. Cats, the reason why you don't see that, well, first of all, people don't take their cats out of the store usually. Because the cat would walk in and look at everybody and say, this is not to my level of bouginess.
But it just seems, okay, so even if they know that that's where the dog food is or whatever, I don't really understand the purpose of, hey, this is the pet store. I'm going to buy dog food. So let me take my dog with me because I'm buying food for them.
Okay, you know what it is? Yeah. When you go into a jewelry store, which kind of watch do you want to wear?
What, you let the dog pick? Is that what you're saying?
No. The people walk in with their dogs, so people will pay attention and say, "Oh, isn't that a cute little puppy?"
That's what. Because
it's for them. It's not for the dog. Yeah, it's for them. It's not for the dog. Because when you walk into a store with a husky, you're going to get attacked.
Yes.
When you walk in the store with Kona, people run to the opposite side of the store because he looks like. Well, my wife think he looks like a coyote. He doesn't, but he looks crazy. Well, you met Kona. He's crazy looking. He's got those eyes that say, "I will eat your face off," like a Belgian Malinois. You walk in with what they call the fur rocket. People are going to run away because they're all teeth. It's like the land shark. Yeah. For instance, so what Sharon said, they also know which bag their treats are in when we come home from shopping. They know because their noses are.
Yeah.
And I agree. When you go to the pet store, the pet should be left at home. And here's why. So you don't know how sick they could be sick. It's like little kids that go to an elementary school, they're all petri dishes. Narcissistic pet owner disorder.
So the watch show was just a couple weekends ago.
Yeah, and I missed it. Next year I'm not going to miss it.
Well, I was going to say, not only is it getting busier sooner and more busy than it's been. So like this time I almost thought, okay, I'm done. I'm not coming back again. Because it's nuts. You try, because even if they got 10 watches, how much space does 10 watches take? So you got 3 people looking at them. That's it. Everybody else is standing behind them, waiting for them to move out of the way. And then you got like the girlfriend that's standing next to the guy who's not even looking at the watches, but she's there with the guy and taking up space. Anyway, so for the very first time this time, I saw people with their dogs there.
Really?
So you got this cramped place with people, trying to jockey for position. And then this dog laying on the floor behind them. So you can't even move up closer. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Maybe now it's only a 1-day thing, or is it 2 days?
The 3 days.
So it might be better to go on a Sunday.
Yeah, but then sometimes they sell out of stuff. That's the problem.
That's true.
I mean, the best is if you went Friday. Maybe I'll have to do that now. Start taking a day off of work for the watch show. But anyway,
let me know because I do want to come to it next year. So, where's it at? Is it at the community center or some event center?
Community center. It's like in an event center. It used to be old. It's along the water, so I think it was back in the day like military stuff for building things. Okay. So PB thought he says we're all funkified at his place. That's too bad.
Well, maybe PB clear your cache on your computer and restart. Maybe we're not going anywhere for a while.
Or send us cash.
Yes,
and we'll do a private show for you later.
Yeah, Tig Lily first out she was meaning Wonko, and she said workout is right, and then okay, PB, try our reboot.
Right.
She's out. Well, she's out in the South 40 watering, I think.
Well, she's a professional. Turn it off and turn it back on. That takes,
Oh, that's an engineer. Yeah, that's the engineer in her and stuff like that.
PP. What is it? They call it. We're being shadow banned on YouTube.
Yeah.
That'll be auto not correct. Right. That's why we.
So we did pretty good so far without having an agenda. We've gone 30 minutes.
Oh,
So
that's pretty standard.
For the last 30 minutes, we'll try this, and I know what's going to happen, but we can try it anyways. Give us a question of any subject, and we will show you using the magic earphones and how smart we are. Oh, sure. I tell you to reboot, but no. P-Beat goes, thanks, Tig Lily.
Well, she's the engineer. That's the professional advice. Yeah.
Okay, if you knew her relationship to stereo equipment in this house, you wouldn't be saying that. Did you hear that? I heard a voice in the background.
Here comes a shoe.
Here comes the shoe or the bat.
Yeah.
See, that's all it took. What does the average 747 weigh fully loaded? I know the answer to that question.
So do I.
17 pounds.
No, I was going to say way more than 50.
I would say, and I'm not, I'll look it up in a minute. I would say 45 tons. Let's see what it says. Yeah, let's see what it says.
That seems light to me.
Okay,
especially if it's fully loaded with people coming back from Vegas.
Well, he didn't say that. He's fully loaded. Okay, my mistake.
Yeah.
So 747. So I said, what do you say before I look this up?
Boy. Well, how much is an elephant? A couple tons?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's got to be at least 20.
Well, wait a minute. No.
60 tons.
What did I say? 70 tons? 70 times 2, that's 140. No. 875,000 to 910,000 pounds.
Well, we're doing it in tons. Convert it back to English.
Well, 875,000 divided by 2,000.
Oh.
He's not good at math.
Well, because the fuel is heavy. Right?
430. So I was half. So not even half. 437 tons.
90%.
437 tons.
Yeah. Here you go.
Ooh, and look at P-Beat. He's British. He goes tonnes. Okay.
Bacon, wait. Here's a hot take. Bacon is not so delicious.
What?
Bacon is too salty. It has one flavor note, so it's not complex.
Who stole your brain?
I get quickly tired of it.
You get quickly tired of bacon.
Yeah.
Dude, you realize you just alienated probably half the American population, at least.
Which I don't get. I think a lot of people get hyped about it because they're supposed to be hyped about it.
No. Okay, here's what do you have Five Guys there?
Yeah.
Okay. Chocolate, banana, bacon shake. Enough said.
I'm not going to drink a milkshake. But how the hell?
Wait. You will eat a frozen pop sugary thing of raspberry, whatever, an Oreo, but you won't eat a chocolate, banana, bacon shake?
Well, let's look up the weight of both of those and tell me the difference.
Well, are you talking, would you eat a whole pack of
not
Oreos?
In one sitting, but that would be the equivalent, would it not? A pack of Oreos or a milkshake from Five Guys. Yeah.
No, it's a wonder. You wouldn't think that the combination would work with chocolate, peanut butter, banana, and bacon, but it works. It works.
That would be
and you get chunks of bacon in it.
You know how when you're watching YouTube and you get some recommended videos and they're usually related to what you're watching, and sometimes it's way out there. We saw these ones where they go to I don't know if it's British students being introduced to, like, they've got like it's
on Jolly. The name of the channel is Jolly. I was just watching.
So you've seen that?
Did
you see the one with the barbecue?
Yes, that was the one I watched today.
Those guys were just like, it was another world open to them.
Well, watch the one with Five Guys, and they love their chips, fries. See, the truth comes out.
Yeah. What?
So anyhow,
the flavor you mentioned.
Oh, okay. P-Beat No, I'm a Southerner, but what do the British call pickled cucumbers? I would say gherkins.
I think you're right. I think I saw one of them
You look
say this
you
would
look
be
that
good
you
with
look that one
gherkins.
up. Yeah, gherkins.
Yeah.
They actually have a sandwich in Britain, a toast sandwich.
That's what, toast between bread?
It's toast between bread.
Are you
And
serious?
yes, I'm dead serious.
What's-
It's on that. It's on that show Jolly. That's how I learned it. Beans on toast, yes, but it's a specific type of bean, and they have it for breakfast, and they have it with blood sausage, an egg, and beans on toast, and it's an English barbecue bean, like S&W beans. I bet you it'd be pretty good. Prawn sandwich, yes. But no, if you guys have not seen the show Jolly, Jolly, hey, that's one for the Daves.
Yeah.
The show's hilarious because these two hosts bring American food back to Britain, and they have high school kids and their headmaster eat the food. It's absolutely hilarious.
How do you think they do that? Because I was wondering if that's what it was, that this was in Britain, or these were like, transfer students to the United States. Because when they do fast food and stuff, if they don't sell it there, how in the world?
Well, Five Guys they have there, but a lot of these other ones they don't. Like they did Popeyes, and they don't have Popeyes there. So I don't know how they get it over there, but it's like anything else. I'm sure when there's money, there's a way. Like that barbecue, unless what I'm thinking they bring with the barbecue, they probably brought the chef with them.
Well, they had the guy upstairs making it. That not
So
on that episode, they showed that. Yeah.
So I'm wondering if they bring the stuff over and cook it in their kitchen up there, maybe. But that wouldn't really be like. But yeah, it's a great show. It's a great show. Like there was one where they British kids eat American candy for the first time. There's a bunch of funny ones. It's really good. And no, the toast sandwich is not a joke. It's not a joke.
But was there like mayonnaise in there or something?
Yeah, it's mayonnaise. It's 2 pieces of white bread, mayonnaise, and toast, all put together.
Because I'm thinking about it, and that could be enjoyable. Because the problem with some toast is if it's too toasty, it starts ripping up the roof of your mouth a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So you got the soft bread to cushion it, but then you hit the crunch, like potato chips in a sandwich or something.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's like this one kid was eating a Five Guys hamburger, and he looked at the fries, and he put the fries in the hamburger, and the other kid was like, "You can't do that." He goes, "Yes, I can." And that's like dipping. They taught them how to dip their French fries in a milkshake, which is awesome.
Yeah. Well, I saw a clip. I haven't seen that show, but I saw a clip of it, and he was dipping his pickles in the milkshake too.
Yep.
Which, whatever.
Yeah, I like that. The headmaster's hilarious.
He's the best because he's like the biggest little kid.
Yeah, and they did Girl Scout cookies, and they hated the Thin Mints. They just because he goes, these are not cookies, they're biscuits. And then they liked the caramel ones, but they said the cookies, Americans have strong teeth because the cookies are too hard, I guess. So okay, so we're doing pretty good. We got the gherkins thing. So give us another question or something that we can tell you about that we know, or we'll fake that we know.
I think Eric wants you to talk about prawn sandwiches.
Well, isn't that just like a poor boy? I mean, shrimp on a sandwich, wouldn't that be just like a pool boy? I don't know if they're fried. I don't know. I've never had one.
Yeah.
Cucumber sandwich I've had. When you have high tea, you have a cucumber sandwich.
Yeah, I don't get those.
No, they're
you taste the bread.
Yeah, you don't taste the cucumber.
It's just to look fancy. Yeah.
Right. Oh, look, she made a funny for the toast sandwich.
Is that what that?
I don't know. And it's the whole salty and sweet thing. Now, beans on toast is not bad. It really isn't. People here think it's gross, but if you put eggs, the beans and toast, and you have to have the blood sausage. You have to.
No, their beans that they eat for breakfast are just normal baked beans.
They're baked. Yeah, they're baked beans.
Not a breakfast.
Yes, you put it with blood sausage and eggs, and it's fantastic. Or those of us that are Puerto Riqueño, we call it morcilla, which is blood sausage. But you can't buy it anywhere. It's tough to find.
That's okay.
Okay, what is Pantea saying? Those are yummy. Milk toast, maybe?
Milk toast, I don't know. So until they ask something else, tell us, you've gone very hot and cold with your hobbies as of late.
No, I haven't.
Because yeah, you have. No. So you dove into the endless pit of off-roading.
Yes.
Hard.
Yes.
To the point where you bought a vehicle for it.
Well, no, we bought the vehicle to tow behind the motorhome. That's why we bought the Jeep initially.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, that's.
Can we get a ruling on that from Tiglily?
Okay, I'll let Tiglily.
Was it just to tow behind the RV and then the off-roading came after?
Go ahead, Tiglily.
But you got it. Well, either way, you started outfitting it for off-roading.
Oh, cucumber sandwich, yes.
And then
rocks.
More and more, right? Off-roading, looking up the trails, and then you got a drone to film you off-roading, and then poof, it stopped.
2 words: Jeep broke.
Yeah, but it's been a long time.
Well, it broke a lot. Jeeps break a lot.
It broke.
They break a lot.
I see.
Yeah, basically they are money pits. So
you should have gotten a Suzuki Samurai, is what you're saying.
You know how much those things are going for now? It was $12,000-$13,000 on a car that was $5,000 brand new. No, I mean, I had a lower control arm brake, I had an upper control arm brake, then my radiator sprung a leak. Then it's been interesting.
But you haven't been like hardcore off-roading. How are you breaking control arms?
Well, no, that happened on a sand trail. The bolt fell out. It wasn't on any of the hardcore rock crawling, never broke anything. I go on a sand wash and everything falls apart.
Yeah, maybe you should stick to the highway. Maybe you should be on-roading. That's your new hobby. I'm just
hey, you know what?
Corvette.
It's been a rather fiscally challenging couple of months. I mean, the dog gets bit by a rattlesnake, the Corvette gets in a wreck, the Jeep breaks. Yeah, it's been we've changed our whole vacation, obviously, because when we did the cost analysis on fuel in the motorhome, it was going to cost us about $5,000.
Yeah, so, good God. You need to get an electric motorhome. You need to battery power that sucker.
Actually, my Jeep is a Mopar, not a Stellantis, Rich. It's an 06 TJ, which presents its own set of problems because Mopar says, it's that old. We're not going to make parts for it anymore.
You know, that's the next thing. Nobody's talked about electric RVs. They got electric semis now.
True.
I'm sure RVs are the next.
I'm sure it's coming. They wanted to do they did do an electric Jeep. It was called the
What's his name?
The problem is with the electric Jeep is you get on road and you get on a big trail, and if you run out of electricity, guess what? They don't have charging stations on trails, so that's
when you have to go on roading.
Yes,
just on yes.
But
think about you just charge that sucker up, and then no pollution, and then that's what you power all your internals off of. And have solar panels all over the top of that thing.
Oh, we have solar panels on our motorhome.
You have a battery to store that, or you just
We've got I think 400 to 600 watts. I can't remember, 4 or 5 panels, and it charges the coach batteries. It keeps the coach batteries all charged up.
Which are what you use if you're somewhere that doesn't have plugins?
Right.
I see.
Right. Right. And then we also have a generator for that, but that's a gas generator.
What is this? Electric hot water bidet.
Never heard of it.
What do you mean? They've got bidets you plug in the wall. Yeah. In fact, we would have one at this point if the problem is we redid our bathroom and the glass door of the shower opens where it hits the toilet. So you can't open it a full 90 degrees. It opens, I don't know, 70 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got a short toilet to make that work. So if we got a regular sized toilet, which almost all of these plug-in bidet things need, it just wouldn't work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the one that we were looking at was off of Amazon, and it sits on the side of the toilet, and then you hook it up to your hot water or your water lines and go from
your
there.
water line, yeah. But then you get the cold like woo in the morning.
Well, I think you can can't you hook it up to your hot water? Well, it doesn't matter. The hot water would have to heat it up anyway, unless you have an
instant there for 20 minutes until the hot water gets to it.
Well, unless you have an instant on hot water heater.
Yeah.
Which we have strongly considered because we had a flood with our old water heater where it was bad.
Well, you're talking about a tankless heater.
Right.
Well, you still got to run all the cold water from your tankless heater all the way through the hot water line that's cold until it gets to your bum.
Right, but you don't have to worry about. But it's instantly hot. It's instant hot.
Yeah. Because
you don't have to worry about. You don't have to worry about 50 gallons of water dumping out all over your house. And bathroom renovations, yes, they are expensive. We've been considering redoing my shave den because it's got a shower and a bathtub, and I don't want the bathtub. I just want a walk-in shower, and that's like $20,000. I mean, it ain't cheap. They can do it in one day. Who makes $20,000 a day besides sports figures?
They could do it in one day. I guess only if you're using like the prefab shower.
Yeah, that's what they are. Yeah.
You can do that.
Yeah, we've thought about it, but
yeah,
we've got to have our reserve rattlesnake / Colorado River toad. Because we've realized that our Kona is an addict. He has to lick toads, and then he gets his jollies getting bitten by a rattlesnake.
Kids are gonna do what kids are gonna do. No, I was saying you could do that renovation yourself, and then it would cost a fraction.
Yeah, I'm sure that would come out real well.
Yeah?
I'm not that handy.
I see.
Cars, yes.
I redid a bathroom once just to do that. Pull the tub out, put in a shower, put in storage next to it.
Oh, nice. Nice.
All right.
So any more Stump the Daves?
No, I think the crew's like, the shorter we can make these shows, but they're all chatting amongst themselves in a private room. Don't ask them anything. Let's wrap this thing up. Yeah,
that's true. Probably. Yeah, we finally cooled off. I think we were in the 90s today. We were 103 yesterday, but we're in the 90s today.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Summertime here, it gets chillier.
Yeah, I don't get that. So that was that 57 the high temperature today?
It's been pretty consistent. It's been windy, and when I drove home, you could see the fog blowing across the street, and yeah, it's pretty.
Okay, here's a good one from PB. What is the worst meal you've had in a restaurant? Oh, that's easy for me. There's a new place that we try, we like to try new restaurants, and this new restaurant that people from the Midwest were saying is absolutely fantastic. You have to go, and it's called Happy Joe's Pizza. So we figured what the heck we tried, because what they're known for is their taco pizza. Well, I should have been smart enough to realize that if you're in the Midwest, let's say Nebraska, Iowa, stuff like that, Missouri, what do you know about tacos? Really? What do you really know about Mexican food? So we went and decided to have the pizza.
I don't know how authentic a taco pizza could be anywhere.
Exactly. So, but everybody was just screaming about, oh, we're so happy that Taco Joe's or Happy Joe's is coming here, because it's also an ice cream park. Now, the ice cream is very good. I will give it that. But we decided to do, because we wanted to try their different pizzas and pastas and stuff like that. So we did their buffet, and they had the taco pizza. Well, basically, the sauce on the pizza, it's a thin crust pizza. The sauce is a refried bean like substance.
Yes.
Then cheese on top of it.
Yeah.
Lettuce, tomato.
Yeah.
Hot sauce, and then supposedly homemade tortilla chips. They were basically they were nacho cheese flavored Doritos crunched up. It was horrible.
No, horrible. It was horrible. So that's funny because from time to time I've tried to find a good quote taco pizza around here. And I've not been able to. They make quote taco pizza with, I think they put taco meat on it and but it's still a red sauce with the cheese. And no, you got to do the refried beans to make it taste.
That's actually, that's the refried beans is the base, is the sauce.
Yeah. Nowhere here can I find a taco pizza with refried beans.
Well, feel free to come out for a weekend. I'll take you to Happy Joe's.
Happy Joe's.
So what was your worst meal ever?
I can't think of a terrible meal that I have, but funny, the thing I can think of that I didn't eat it, but it was a funny thing is when I was a little kid, back when buffets were all over buffets are, I don't know about there, but they're very rare here anymore.
Even Chinese buffets?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But it used to be, Sunday, you could go to the hotels and wherever and get the Sunday buffet, right?
Right.
So I went with my grandparents when I was young and loaded my plate up with everything and then hit this station that had a bowl full of, I thought it was little chocolate pieces. And I said, that looks delicious. And I took spoonfuls of it and just drizzled it all over my plate, all these little black berry things and all. I get back to the table, my grandpa goes, that's caviar, right? Oh, threw the whole plate away.
But see, now you love caviar.
Now I love. Who would have known? But let's talk about pizza. That made non-traditional toppings. I had this delicious pizza that I replicated at home for quite a while after I had it at Planet Hollywood, and it was an all vegetarian pizza, and instead of red sauce, they used like ranch. And it was delicious. So I make it at home with ranch dressing and then chopped up like zucchini and red peppers and onions and then the cheese and all that stuff. I highly recommend it.
No, that's pretty good. Yeah, we have a pizza place that we go to where we get the JC pesto. So the sauce is pesto sauce with jalapenos ground up in it. And then the top is pine nuts, roasted tomatoes, and mozzarella. Fantastic.
See, this is interesting because what the hell were we watching that they served raw shrimp? Some TV show about food, and they served raw shrimp that was, in lime juice or what. It looked like worm. It looked awful. The guy said it tasted okay. I'd never heard of people eating raw shrimp.
You talking about like a ceviche type shrimp?
Kind of, I guess.
Because if it was dumped in lime juice, then it was cooked by the acidity of the lime juice. But
interesting. Yeah, they said it was raw. I've never heard of people eating raw shrimp.
You don't know what ceviche is, Eric?
Oh. You guys have Mexican food. We got ceviche all over the place. Brazilian restaurants here. And
yeah. Ceviche is fantastic. I love it.
Yeah. PB, the guy who wants to mail order you oysters.
Now, see, that's one thing I don't think would ever work on a pizza. Oysters.
No, have you ever had fried eggs on pizza?
No. Good.
I haven't either.
You mean like a breakfast pizza?
No, like a normal, you get a combo pizza and they break eggs on top and throw it in and bake the thing.
I'd try it.
I might try it, but that's in London, in England, that's a thing. That and corn. Corn's a very common topping.
Corn?
Yeah.
On a pizza?
Yeah.
I've never seen corn on
Isn't
a pizza.
that weird? It's weird to think about how. Well, I guess palates are different depending on how you grow up, right? If you grow up in Mexico, you're used to the heat, and here you're not. A lot of folks, and so I guess if you grow up, but it's like if it's delicious, why wouldn't they put corn on pizza everywhere or put eggs on pizza everywhere?
Well, that's like, most pizza aficionados. If you say that you eat pineapple on a pizza, they go nuts on you.
Yeah, people got to get over themselves.
Pizza to me, bacon, mushrooms, pepperoni, and pineapple are just a perfect combination. If the pepperoni is crisped, it has to be crispy. Crisped.
That's one thing that's a bummer with having fewer and fewer people in the house is back when there's a bunch, you had to get different pizzas, one to make people happy, and then there was choice, and it would all get eaten sooner or later. But when you're down to 2 people, you're only getting 1 pizza. So if you and there's always better pizzas than Hawaiian, but I'm always looking through the list, and I'm like, boy, I would just like 1 slice, just 1 slice of Hawaiian, but you can't do that. Beat.
I don't know. I would try it. I don't know how that would taste. Now, are they just sliced up beets that get cooked, or are they pickled beets that because to me, if you put pickled beets on a pizza, once you put it in the oven, it would turn into beet jelly.
Messed up. So there's a pizza place here that makes a very deep dish Chicago style pizza, and they've got one called the Harvest that is like fall vegetables and stuff in it.
Ooh, that would be good.
They do squash and stuff like that in there, and that's good. So I could see, like you're saying, like a regular raw beet diced up small in there.
Yeah, that might be good.
Yeah,
that might be delicious, actually.
All right, we stretched this sucker to almost an hour. Look at that.
I was pretty impressed with that. So, next week we'll actually have some type of agenda, maybe.
Well, that'd be a good idea.
Unless you win tickets to a yes, Marco's. We have a Marco's here, and yes, they're like little meat cups with shots of grease in them. They're delicious. Yeah, the old word pepperoni. Yeah. So that's delicious. Well, I hope everybody is officially hungry now. Oh, this sounds good. Spicy balsamic sauce, melty Havarti cheese, and shaved Brussels sprouts, and salty, crispy bacon on pizza. Wow.
Okay.
That might be worth trying at home.
And on the side, cucumber sandwiches.
There you go. Perfect. So, all right, folks. Well, thanks for joining us tonight. We appreciate the everybody taking part of this. Was like the most interactive we've had in a while.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. And Steven and your mom had quiche, full and happy.
Oh,
of course, Guinness. Yeah,
quiche.
Sharon loves quiche. In fact, when we were looking at the menu of that place, that stood out. Also, the croissants were the size of footballs.
Oh,
so that looks good too. So, all right, kids. Well, we'll see you next week at 5:00 Pacific for at least till November, I think.
And apparently we're going to have a plan, I guess.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll figure out something in the next week, I think. So I think that's it. Dave, say goodnight to everybody and say goodnight.
Good night, Dave.
Good night, Dave. Take a good one. Have a good one.